Hi there, Gemini. This is a reading for you about your energy and how I see it through the tarot. So we're going to look at, first of all, you or your situation, where you stand. And that card is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a learner. A learner, like when you're driving your car and you don't know what you're doing and you're a bit scared. Starting from scratch. And what crosses you is the Four of Wands. Okay, and what is in the subconscious or unseen is the Knight of Wands. I'm going to put that like that because it's not going to fit in. What is seen, what's on the surface, the Four of Cups, recent past, Nine of Swords, and the soon-to-be future, or possible future, is the Two of Cups. Underneath the deck is Temperance, and on top is the Five of Cups. Okay. Well, straight up, the Five of Cups, this position is kind of what you're sort of expecting. And this is kind of where you feel you're at. Sometimes the Temperance card can be really having trouble controlling your emotions, controlling those, just getting a handle on things. And you have got the Nine of Swords in the recent past. The Nine of Swords is Mars in Gemini. It's kind of like a really, really difficult combination, I feel. I think in the Thoth deck it's called Cruelty or Lord of Cruelty or something like that. But it's usually, the cruelty that you inflict on yourself by continually stressing or worrying over something. And it's usually doesn't, when you say you inflict it on yourself, it doesn't mean that you can necessarily control it. But with this Page of Swords, maybe that's what's happening. There could even be a breakthrough with that. Because with the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands can be a celebratory card. Sometimes it can be a card of being a bit stagnant, but that, or reaching a certain level and staying at that level. But this is stability. So this, in this situation, I think is very good. You've got another four here too. It's the Four of Cups. See, I don't see anything wrong with this card, the Four of Cups. Sometimes you have to be choosy. Sometimes you have to just, it might go against the grain. This, I think, is an unusual energy for you. The Four of Cups energy, it's kind of can be a bit meh. No, I don't really know if that's what I want, sort of thing. I'd rather just not do anything, just stay where I am or just stay comfortable. And sometimes there's not a lot of growth with that, but I think that this is a good energy combined with this after being in the Nine of Swords energy. What's coming towards you is alignment. The Two of Cups is an energy of alignment. And, this could be with somebody else for sure. But this feels personal. Even if you've got a situation going on with somebody else, this is about you, your thoughts, some sort of mental challenge. And this, where you're at now, is learning to navigate that. And this is showing a really, really positive energy coming towards you with continued effort here. Continued effort, not continual. It's not like, oh, I'm going to work on maintaining my emotional balance. I'm going to keep doing it and doing it and doing it, because that's this energy. And that's where I feel you've probably been doing. You've probably been trying too hard. See, what's hidden here is the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands is a victory card. You know, if this guy has been at war, because he's a knight, it doesn't mean that what's gone before him, what's happened, is necessarily pleasant and happy and fulfilling, because clearly something hasn't been. But it does mean that he's overcome it. He's succeeded. He's survived, intact, and able to move forward. So there's an element of you perhaps not realizing your strength, not realizing your capabilities. There could also have been some grief. Traditionally, the Five of Cups is 3 cups they're down on the ground, and then there's 2 cups standing here. See, this here can be those 2 cups. So there could be something in this situation or within you that you're not seeing clearly. And this reading is asking you to, I guess, be aware that alignment is possible. And the cups are about emotions. As I said, Temperance is about emotions. The Five of Cups is emotions, disappointment. The Four of Cups. Four of Cups can be, sometimes it's a feeling of being numb. And a feeling of apathy, oh, I can't be bothered, I don't want to do this, and feeling kind of perhaps even low mood. But that is a progression from here, because there's a sense of being over the worst of the turmoil, and then moving towards the Two of Cups energy. There could be something inside of you, an emotion, a feeling that you've been grappling with. I'm seeing these two people as looking, they're looking at each other in the eye really, really truthfully. So there could be something that you have seen, in yourself that is perhaps been a little bit hard to accept. There could be something within somebody else that is a little bit hard to accept. It could also be that you are seeing, in yourself something that you've seen in others, or vice versa, seeing in others something that you've seen in yourself. So, there's a lot of this kind of not knowing where you're at emotionally. But yeah, the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a very healing card, and so is the Temperance card. So that's really all I've got, but it feels very hopeful going forward. Hopefully that's helpful. Gemini, cheers.